You can say that Finnair is reinventing itself right now, as the airline is investing millions in a brand new cabin for their A330s and A350s. It's their business class in particular that has been grabbing the headlines. The nest-like seats, called Air Lounge, have been developed by America-based Collins Aerospace and were designed together with Priestman Good and Finnair. The airline has also introduced a premium economy class for the first time, featuring the Vector premium seats made by Heiko. But what hasn't been in the news as much is that changes have been made to economy class as well, such as the introduction of Panasonic's new EX3 entertainment system, featuring the company's new moving map application called ARC. While the changes in economy class are in the details, I was curious to see what Finnair is like these days. So I was very happy to find them being amongst the cheapest options for my journey back home from Singapore. So let's take a ride on Finnair's newly refurbished A350 and see what it's like. Aviation geeks and frequent flyers, welcome to Singapore. We're in Boat Quay at the moment, near the center of the city, and are currently on our way to Changi Airport. The easiest way to do this is to take the metro, which takes around half an hour and costs a measly 3 Singapore dollars, which is around 2 euros. You have to take the green line, called the East-West line, to Tanah Merah, and then change across the platform to the airport line, which takes you directly beneath Changi Airport. Depending on your airline, you might then also have to take the People Mover or a shuttle bus to your departure terminal. Both of those can be used free of charge. Finnair uses Terminal 1 at Changi Airport, so our check-in counters aren't far from the metro station. But, as always, I'm at the airport way too early, so that I can't check in yet. Before the pandemic, you could use a so-called early check-in area in these cases, which I did back in 2019 when flying out of Changi on Turkish Airlines, but unfortunately this service hasn't been reintroduced after almost 3 years. If there's one airport where spending a bit of extra time is justified though, it's Singapore Changi. The airport has always been one of the world's most impressive, but since the opening of the Jewel in 2019, the airport just plays in a league of its own. The Jewel is a giant shopping mall located landside and thus accessible for everyone, including those without a flight ticket. And it has a massive waterfall in the center, surrounded by a botanical garden. For me, this is one of the most impressive buildings, period. But the fact that it's part of an airport makes it even more noteworthy. The airport does use this to upsell you certain experiences, such as a labyrinth or a skywalk, but even without spending money, you can enjoy sitting under the trees and listening to the gushing waterfall. And after 2 weeks of only Asian food, I was excited for a juicy burger and cheese fries from Shake Shack. But enough about the airport. It's time for us to finally check in. Luggage can be checked through Helsinki all the way to your final destination, and Finnair usually hands you your bag tags on these little extra pieces of paper. Changi Airport has incorporated visually stunning elements every step of the way, like this moving art installation. I hope you don't have OCD though, because there is this one in the middle there that's broken and doesn't move. Ticket and passport control are always very efficient here, but it's the security checks where things get a little annoying. You see, Changi is one of those airports that does the checks directly at the gate, which means you often have just 2 security lines to get 300 people through in 90 minutes, and that creates pretty long queues. And after that, you're trapped in a boring, often overcrowded waiting area which you can't leave. Luckily for us though, boarding started on time, so we're already good to go. Tonight we're flying aboard OH-LWE, a 2016-built Airbus A350-900, which takes us on our 12.5-hour journey to Helsinki. The plane is connected to both jet bridges at this parking position, with us economy folk boarding through door 2. Finnair has 2 different A350 configurations with its new cabin, one with 30 business class seats, so just between the first and second door, and one with 43 seats, which we're flying on today. Hello. After passing through 3 1/4 rows of business class, you'll find Finnair's new 242 configured premium economy featuring the aforementioned Heiko Vector premium seats. While doing research for this video, I noticed that Finnair seems to sell their premium economy seats for a very reasonable price. If it stays that way, I might give it a try in 2023. Give this video a like if you think we should do it, and subscribe so you won't miss a review. Behind Premium Economy, you'll find Finnair's Standard Economy class cabin, which has a total of 211 seats over 2 sections on this plane. It features the Safran Zodiac Z300 seat in economy class, placed in a 333 configuration, which is the standard on almost all A350s. Every economy class seat is fitted with an 11-inch touchscreen as well as an adjustable headrest. Waiting on the seat already is a pillow, which has a cover made of real fabric, which is so much better than the scratchy single-use covers many other airlines use, as well as a blanket. You'll also find a bottle of water tucked into the back pocket of every seat already, a nice gesture on an overnight long-haul flight like this one. And headphones are in there as well, a typical pair of earbuds. The legroom is good. With my height of 180 centimeters, I feel really comfortable in this seat. A feature that is sadly missing are universal power ports, which are nowhere to be found. Beneath the screen, there is an audio port as well as a USB port, so you can at least charge small electronic devices. The screen itself is unfortunately not adjustable. Each seat is also fitted with a tray table, which can be used half-opened or fully opened, and a literature compartment behind that. To my surprise, coat hooks were also nowhere to be found. I expect Finnair to be an airline which welcomes a lot of coat wearers. Overall, I like Finnair's new look. Even though the economy seats themselves weren't replaced, they got new seat covers, and elements around the soft product were redesigned, leading to an overall more coherent and elegant look. Gone are the green accents they used to set with their pillows, as the airline has settled for a cooler palette, complemented by a truly fabulously composed lighting concept. Thanks to the neutral light gray of the seats, the colors of the mood lighting seem to spread more evenly throughout the cabin, creating a very calming cabin environment. The dark blue accents throughout the flight can also be found in Finnair's new, simple yet elegant safety video.
Plug your devices for takeoff and landing. And if your seat has a footrest, it must be stowed during takeoff and landing. Please don't hesitate to ask our crew. We are here to help. Thank you for flying with us. Enjoy your flight.
Since we departed at 10 in the evening, the crew wasted no time and immediately started dinner service after takeoff. Just like Scandinavian Airlines, Finnair's choices for the main dish in economy class are yes or no, since only one dish is available. For the main course, Finnair served a mild chicken curry with white rice and dal. Alongside that, you'll find a salad with apple and shrimps, as well as a chocolate bar with dried fruit and nuts. To drink, I got a cup of water and some of Finnair's famous blueberry juice. Usually, only tea, coffee, water, and blueberry juice are offered for free on Finnair, but during the main meal service on long-haul flights, other beverages, including alcoholic drinks, are complimentary as well. Despite being a rather limited meal overall, I found the quality to be very good. Both the main dish and the salad were delicious, and if they tried just a little harder for the dessert, that would have been an overall okay meal service. Considering the departure time, however, I personally didn't mind the meal size too much. Now it's time to settle in for the night, so let's see if we can find something good to watch in Finnair's newly designed Inflight Entertainment system. It features the newest version of Panasonic's EX3 entertainment platform, and you instantly notice the difference to most other systems. The clean design integrated many different sources of information into one platform, from real-time flight information to onboard service and entertainment options. A wide variety of international movies and TV shows are available to watch on demand, with a focus on Asian content, since Finnair serves plenty of destinations in India, Southeast Asia, China, and Japan. Finnair's A350s are also equipped with onboard camera, on which the engines seem to be glowing. Is there a reason why they would be illuminated by some light at cruising altitude? That's weird. But the most exciting change for me is the in-flight map application, the on average most widely consumed entertainment option on any given flight, and something airlines and IFE developers invest good money into to improve, and Panasonic's ARC has accomplished exactly that. Not just does it run smoothly and is well designed, it also has a new feature, a new mode, where it displays your entire flight but adds where exactly you are right now, like it adds a place name, and that's pretty cool, I think. You can also choose your connecting flight out of a list, and it displays the planned arrival and departure gaze on an airport map. Panasonic also supplied the Wi-Fi for Finnair's A350, but I was not able to get it to work. Usually when you want to log into any Wi-Fi, but the login page doesn't open itself, put in 8.8.8.8, that usually leads to the landing page, but as you can see, the request just timed out. In the rear galley, Finnair provided beverages and snacks throughout the flight, but as mentioned before, only water, juices, tea, and coffee. I woke up over Romania, and I knew that right away, thanks to this new map mode that I'm already in love with. It's around 2 hours until landing, and the crew is starting to serve breakfast. Again, only one dish was available, which was a frittata with potatoes, broccoli, and a tomato salsa. Also, a delicious meal, and I particularly like that Finnair went for wooden cutlery. But it was again a very limited service, lacking things like a bread roll, yogurt, or fresh fruit. As we're starting our descent into Helsinki, I have to say that even with Finnair's shortcomings like the limited meal services or the missing universal power outlets, my overall impression remains positive. They have done an incredible job design-wise, creating a comfortable and elegant cabin even in economy class. And one more big advantage of flying economy class on Finnair you'll see in a moment, because I have a connecting flight to Vienna, and just see for yourself what transiting at Helsinki Vantaa Airport is like.
fastened until our captain switches the signs off.
Thank you so much. So, we have just left the plane and are now in Helsinki's new non-Schengen terminal. Next stop is passport control, which has plenty of automated machines. Then you walk across the Schengen terminal, and after just 9 minutes, including passport control, I have arrived at the gate for my connecting flight. There's hardly an airport in Europe that can beat that, and that's amazing. So with that, thank you so much for watching and coming along today, and special thanks to all those of you who sponsor our channel. Thanks to your contributions, we can reduce the number of corporate sponsorships to an absolute minimum. We haven't done one in more than 3 years, and at most, we're going to have a handful of them in 2023. So you can sit back and enjoy detailed information about each flight without being interrupted to purchase a VPN right now, because apparently people sit around Starbucks all day with nothing better to do than steal your Instagram password. Anyway, thank you for watching and for your continuous support. I'll see you guys very soon for a new video. Thanks again, and have a great rest of your day.